Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and in today's video, I know Christmas is a week away. I'm going to be cleaning up my home. And I know something very simple, just kind of tidying and cleaning, but honestly, it's a little reckless right now. There's a lot going on. We're not doing anything big on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I used to have a lot of plans, and obviously with the events that have kind of taken place in my life this year, a lot has changed. But I'm still trying to get my home cozy and just kind of decluttered and ready for all things festival, right? All things Christmas, and there's just a mess everywhere. There's clothes to be put away over here. There's just a lot to do. So I want to try and tidy things up and just get it to a place where I feel comfortable in case people come over to visit. So if that sounds like the same situation you might be in, then you've landed in the right spot. I really hope you guys enjoyed the motivation. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and just jump into kind of the mess that's going on here and get it cleaned up.
So I am going to start off in my kitchen, and my kitchen hasn't been deep cleaned in a hot minute. So there's a lot of hot spots in here. There's stuff all over the table, and believe it or not, it's looked much worse. But I wanted to just kind of clean up this area first before I dove into the actual cleaning. How is everybody else's kitchen looking? Is that also a hot spot for you all? Are you doing Christmas cookies and baking? Let me know what your plans are for Christmas if you celebrate. Do you celebrate Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yule? Do you not celebrate? Let me know in the comments down below. So now that the coffee center and the table are kind of cleaned off and reset, I'm going to go ahead and clean the glass doors. It's been a hot minute. I am using Windex because I'm out of the sprayway glass cleaner. I do like both, but this does just as good of a job as the sprayway in my opinion. Just depends what you're using on the glass doors. But this had a lot of fingerprints on it, and I just really wanted to get that kind of cleaned up. And then you'll see me in a minute move on to the countertops, and I'm going to clear that off, kind of scrub that down. But I also wanted to take a quick minute. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Sarah. I do a lot of cleaning, decluttering, reorganizing. I'm a full time mama who works Monday through Friday. I am a registered nurse. You will occasionally see my husband Nick and my son Logan on here. They pop in and out of here. But basically, I do what I can do with the time that I have, and that's been my motto since day one on my channel. While I haven't been as consistent in the last few months, I'm hoping to be moving forward. So if you enjoy cleaning motivation, real life messes, situations, if you're a working mom, if any of that kind of fits your mold, then welcome. I hope you enjoy my videos and you stick around. so here I'm just cleaning the countertops off. I was using the Wayman's cleaner. I go back and forth between this and Dawn Power Wash if it's super greasy or anything like that, and Mrs. Meyer's. I was using the pink stuff for a while. I haven't ordered them in a hot minute, and I do like how the pink stuff works on different surfaces and whatnot. Let me know if you have a favorite cleaner, especially for quartz, down below. But for me, this is what I kind of have. For my cleaning, like chemicals and things like that. So I use what I have for right now. But let me know what you all use down below. And if you're still using the microfiber cloths, I'm between the microfiber cloths. They do work well, and just paper towels, because sometimes I'd rather just kind of clean up the greasy spills or the mess and just toss it away. But you let me know what you guys do down below. All right, so before I get to cleaning the stove and the microwave, I just wanted to show you it is in really rough shape. As you guys can see, there are a ton of stains on here, and no excuse other than I was honestly being lazy, and so was my husband. So I'm gonna get to it now. The stove is pretty dirty. In fairness to us, as much as we clean the stove, it gets dirty right after. Again, we've been using it a lot. Lots of home cooked meals as of late, yay, but it comes with a lot of splatter. So I want to get this deep cleaned. And once I'm done with this, I'm going to go ahead and wipe down the fridge. We're going to vacuum and wash the kitchen, and that's done. And I can move on to another project so that the house will kind of feel like it's in, good shape for the holiday. You guys, I can't even lie. The microwave and the stove were pretty gross. I'm not going to lie. But Dawn Power Wash, honestly, probably is my favorite cleaning thing that I have, like in my home. That will cut through grease. I'm using a Scrub Mommy. It will cut through grease. It cuts through the grime, and it really does a good job, especially if you let it soak for a little bit. Here, I'm just using some scrubbing power with it, and it just everything comes right off. It's fantastic. But I hadn't done this in a while. Let me know how often you guys are cleaning your microwave. I hope some of you are probably much better than me. If you're cleaning it weekly, God bless you. I barely clean mine monthly. I mean, it's just one of those things I don't get to. If I'm being honest, we just did a deep clean on the microwave at work too, because that needed to be done. Yeah, I'm hoping to eventually film in the office when obviously nobody is there and stuff like that, but just me cleaning and what I use to clean there, because obviously I use different wipes, chemicals to clean my little nurse's office versus at home. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that, because it's kind of something I do want to film into the next year. I'm also thinking of going into a slightly different direction and kind of showing of more of my day to day, what it looks like in the nursing office. Again, I would be filming in the morning, different things that I would be doing, how I close up the office. And I don't know, I think it would be kind of cool to showcase. Obviously, I can't do this with adults or students around for obvious reasons, for HIPAA, right, and privacy. But I don't know, just to kind of showcase that different side, just something I'm thinking for next year. So now that the fridge, the stove, all my heavy hitting items are cleaned up, I'm taking the vacuum and really just going through all the areas that have been neglected. I haven't vacuumed my kitchen in a couple of weeks, but I haven't mopped it in even longer. So I really wanted to take my time and kind of get all the little crumbs that were there. We've been doing a lot of cooking and baking and things like that, and things just end up on the floor. I'm hoping to come up with a more consistent routine. I feel like now with a different work schedule that I haven't found that routine that I quite love yet, but I'm hoping to kind of find that sooner than later, and just dedicate certain days to cleaning versus working out and stuff. Because I find when I get home, I'm just on the go. I'm making sure my son is all set, snacks, I'm working on dinner, I'm spending time playing some games, having that quality time with him. My husband gets home and then I'm trying to clean up, and then to try and squeeze in a workout is not always doable for me just because I'm exhausted. So I'm trying to find that balance. You let me know if you guys have found that and what works for you. I would love to get some ideas. But for right now, I had an empty house and I figured let me get done what I can. And the kitchen, it was just something I was so happy to be done with. It's clean. It will last me until Christmas.
Right, so everything is nice and deep cleaned up for the Christmas season, you guys. I'm ready. Like I said, I'm not hosting, but this kitchen needed a lot of love, in particular the floors. So I did a 2 mop. So where I emptied the water, I didn't film that, but super dirty water, did it again, and yeah, still semi-dirty, but much better. So the stove got cleaned up, microwave, I did the sink, everything is now officially nice and light and clean. It smells clean. One of my next projects, though, I'm going to be working on is getting the bananas turned into banana bread. But this is one room off my checklist, and we are going to hit my son's play area in the living room shortly. Okay, so after a short break for lunch and me charging my camera, we are working on the next section. This is going to be my son's play area. That obviously needs a lot of TLC. I need to pick it up. I'm going to vacuum, wipe down certain areas. The toys we went through and actually decluttered already. He's very upset about that. We gave away quite a bit of stuff that he hasn't played with. Even if when I've put it away, put it back out, he'd play with it for a day and then forget it. He'd toss it to the side. So we donated that together and it went about as you would expect for a 4-year-old. But whatever's left here is what he plays with. So I do want to just quickly clean this up, make it look a little bit more presentable. Then I'm going to move over to the living room area. I did go and put away the clothes that were here, put them upstairs, put them away. So we're going to dust this area, clean it up, and we will be good for today.
So, like I said, my son's play area isn't too bad. It mainly consists of me kind of tidying up the space because honestly, when it's cluttered like this, and usually he knows better, he's usually very good about cleaning up after himself. He'll put things in the bins they belong in. He's kind of learning to wipe down tables, chairs, and different items. He does that now. He dusts. Like, I'm giving him more tasks to do, but I shouldn't say he, my husband was in a rush to get to Boston to go see my in-laws, so he ended up taking my son, and which is totally fine, and everything kind of just got left in a mess, which it is what it is, mom life. I'm going to clean it anyways. But I did hit up his table and chairs with some Mrs. Meyer's microfiber cloth, got that cleaned, and then you'll see me kind of clean the windows. I haven't done that in a hot minute. And he's at the windows a lot. He's looking at the sunset. Sometimes it's super windy and he's pointing things out to me. And it's just like, kids don't think about it. Just like in my nurse's office, they're constantly putting fingerprints and touching everything. They're curious. That's their nature. So I'm going to try and be better about kind of cleaning this off. You can see the dust that was on that microfiber cloth. I just want to be more on top of my chores as best that I can be so the house doesn't seem as daunting of a task for me to tackle, put it that way, because I feel like sometimes I've just not been motivated. I want to be. I haven't been, and I can't even blame that on the seasons. I can't, some of that is on work, but it's just me being exhausted and feeling behind, and then it just feels like it's too much. And I know I'm not alone in that. So again, I was happy to get this done. There wasn't too much to do in his play area. So just vacuuming it, and then I'll kind of wash the floors after the fact. And it felt so much better. So as for my living space, I did dust quite a bit, vacuumed, moved the couches. That's always a big thing for me is to move the couches. You can see the crumbs on the floor from here, but vacuuming everything and then washing it. Now for me, I always use really hot water with either a cap full of Fabuloso. I haven't had Pine Sol in a while, but I do like Pine Sol as well. I've seen all the different concoctions people do here on YouTube and on TikTok, and it's like I was always taught not to mix a ton of chemicals like that, but to each their own, far be it from me. But for my family, that's pretty much what we do is really hot water and soap or really hot water and like, I don't know, Fabuloso or vinegar or something like that. But you guys can see it was quite the mess here. So those are some of the important things I had to do. I didn't want to take down all the decor just to clean to put it back up. So I did kind of clean around it. Again, it's not a super deep clean, but I did want to get the area settled and presentable just in case we had anybody over. But let me know what you're working on, if you're cleaning anything. What do you focus on if you host a holiday party or have family and friends, any type of company over? Do you do a quick tidy or do you try and deep clean and reset everything before guests come over?
Okay friends, so we are completely finished. You can tell the floor just looks nice and clean. Not only was it vacuumed, it was washed. I got this dusted. The furniture, some of this stuff was filmed off camera, but regardless, it is all reset. I can't wait to just watch the tree glow tonight, but I am very, very excited. All of this is clean. My son's play area is clean. Don't mind the bucket and mop. I just have to, you know, get that dumped out, but everything is all done. So I appreciate you guys being here today, and I hope that the holiday season is treating you well. On the off chance I don't have a video before Christmas, Merry Christmas, Feliz Natal, Boas Festas to everybody, my family, friends here on my channel. But hopefully I can get one more, but if not, enjoy. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.